Another way to summarize data from an Excel table or data range without using pivot tables is with a database function or D function. Database functions calculate summary statistics including average, count, max, min, and sum using criteria specified in a range. The three arguments of a database are database, field, criteria. Below explains each part of the argument. We will use Excel databases in this example to show the average and total revenue for the year 2020 and the month of February. Since these functions include the database or range of data, it is good practice to name the database or range of data. This database has over 17,000 rows of data. Instead of selecting this database each time we want to create a function, we can create a named range. For the purpose of this video, we have created a named range QC database. QC database is the range that represents the daily occupancy including all of the inns in Nebraska and South Dakota. In cell P2 is the average revenue without naming any criteria. This function includes the average of all revenue, no matter what day, month, occupancy, region, or state. In cell P7, we will use the D-average function to find out what the average revenue is for a specific month and year. For the criteria headings, type year in cell L7 and month in cell M7. Remember, it is important to copy exactly the heading in the database to the heading for criteria. Click in cell P7 and click on the FX button to find the function D-average. The database is the range QC database covering the headings in row 6 all the way to row 17,550. Click in the revenue field, which is in cell J6 for the field. Select the range L7:M8 for the criteria. Click OK. Notice that the average revenue in cell P7 is equal to cell P2. This is because we have not typed any criteria in this cell. The cell should be monetary format since the cell is revenue. Type 2020 in cell L8 and January in cell M8. Notice how we incur an error. Remember, the data needs to be exact. Type 2020 in cell L8 and Jan in cell M8. If column B had January as the data instead of Jan, then we would type January. The average revenue is $3,524.78 for all the hotels in January 2020. We can change our criteria at any time as long as it matches the data in the database. Change Jan to Feb. The average revenue changes to $4,357.61. In cell P8, we will use the database function dsum to calculate the total revenue for the year 2020 and the month of February. The database is the range QC database covering the headings in row 6 all the way to row 17,550. Click in the revenue field, which is cell J6 for the field. Select the range L7:M8 for the criteria. Click OK. The sum or the total revenue for year 2020 and the month of February is $3,032,899.08. You have just learned how to create a database function in Excel.